Hello again, my name is Ezra, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Currently, we're heading out to the gallows, because that one thief apparently has a map sewn into his jacket. Let's see if we can get up here and steal that map. Surprised that door wasn't locked. Hello, Angel. Got the map of the Gutenberg Underground. I broke my legs off that baby, just tiniest hop. God, whatever. I guess I'm carrying 300 pounds of stuff, so tough affair, I guess. Wow, that's not helpful. So the loot's like in the middle there? Well, that's difficult. That's not helpful. Alright, let's head to the other side of Gutenberg. For our main quest, we gotta talk to Samuel. He knows the secrets that we don't. That means he's in this room right here. I see. Innkeeper being there's a bit of a problem. Just go for it.
Oh, fine. Good.
Shh, close. Yeah, here's Samuel. I'll just talk to him.
Lass mich, Mame. Lass mich.
Fehlt etwas.
You won't
Come on, it's not allowed.
Schmeckt nicht wie bei Muttern. Komplett neu. All right. What was that? Never mind. I'm going to.
Interesting. This place is a whole load of stuff. Oof.
Quiet. Go away.
The fact that I'm not allowed to punch him probably also means that I'm not allowed to step on him to wake him up. Alright, Samuel! I shouldn't talk to you like this. I am covered in blood. I committed murders all night. And stole from everybody. Samuel! Hello. I'm looking for John
I'll
of
be with you.
Liechtenstein.
Sholem.
Are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
I know what a goy is.
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as
Oh, was I just wrong?
So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
No, it was a success.
What do you
What?
want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because you'll have to deal with me otherwise, because it isn't just anyone, because I know a lot as well. Beechcraft.
Because I know a lot as well. Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
I'd
Right.
like action. I'm good at
What
action.
do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Alright, I'm just the man for the job.
If your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star. And that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
Angry debtors are to blame. I haven't heard that before.
I have heard that such people
Stay
are
silent.
meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Will they trust me? Fine, I can do that.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews
Their
and say you want
kind.
to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
You are just as racist as they are.
All right, I'll do it.
But I mean, they are also
And then
ones
you'll tell me
perpetuating
all about
violence against your
Liechtenstein.
people, so...
Agreed. They usually meet at the
I
start
guess that's
of
true.
the day.
It
At
doesn't
the
mean
start
their
of the
kind
day
as in
according to my calendar or
non-Jews.
yours.
It's their kind as in
I
the
see
people
you're
who
in the
would
know.
bully
At the start of my
racists.
day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right,
They're
so
not the
they
people
meet
who would
after
bully racists,
sunset.
the people who would be racist.
Miners' district.
Are obviously
An abandoned
idiots.
house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me.
I
And
think
you'll
I
have
found that
fulfilled
abandoned
your side of
house
the
in the
deal.
middle of the night.
You'll
I
keep your
suspect
end of
your
the
end
deal,
of
I
the deal.
hope.
Don't worry. I keep my promises.
Nice. Infiltrate the anti-Semitic meeting. God, what a way to name that. I don't know why that guy just piqued his interest like I was wanted. I did commit a lot of crimes in this area, so, if anybody recognized me, that could be a problem. Bop, 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 bop. Super secret spy mission. Let me just break my legs real quick. Slither on through here. Well, this is an abandoned house, but apparently it's the wrong place. I need to get all the way down here. Okay, so never mind. Different abandoned house. Makes sense. I'm still, like, in the Jewish quarter. What is this? It's free passage, I guess. Hello, beggar. Can I gift you anything? No, I can't. Sucks to suck, I guess. I didn't want to help that beggar anyway. Is this the abandoned house? This burned down hut? Ew. Wait for the meeting to start, though. Oh, maybe it's this. It's a private area. Nothing of interest in here, though. Interest in there either. I'm not seeing any people around. So I guess I should wait around here until those people show up. Underground entrance? Where? Oh. This hole, maybe? Can I walk up this? No. Of course, the game won't let me do anything fun. Can I jump up on this? No, of course not. The game won't let me do anything fun ever. I mean, it also just doesn't want me to get stuck inside that little hut. I want to just have to stand here and wait, though. God, that's annoying. I'm unaware of any laws that I broke in this area, but apparently I'm being searched for. So I guess I'll leave. Oh, now I'm wanted? What happened? What changed? What happened? Literally nothing happened. What? What crime have I committed? That's some bullshit. Well, he's not running away in terror like I'm a murderer, so I don't know what crime guards think that I've committed. You there.
Here you are, you thief.
I
Surrender at
stole
once.
nothing.
I surrender!
What do you think I stole?
You're a wanted man. You've
What am
been
I wanted
loitering around
for?
where you shouldn't have, and I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
What the hell? Theft of Master Peter Mannlicher? Who is that? The bloody scribe? That's bullshit.
Alright,
Now, let's have a look at what you've stolen.
take a look.
Good. In that case,
Dude, fuck you.
back off!
Damn. A second guard had to show up just in time.
Oh, well.
I guess I'll just tail him for a while, kill him, dump his body in an alley. Bigger problem is he's a guard and this fucker's walking the same route as him.
The cheek on you! I'll give you one. You had your chance. Show your stuff. Take that.
You want to try me? Punishment by the blade.
Calm down!
My
I
thing.
surrender!
You fucking murderer!
Wait, I want to
Paying a family for...
I do.
Very well. Now, let's...
Take a look.
Good. In that... Get out of my sight!
I do what I want. Thank you kindly. The law doesn't apply to those strong enough to do whatever they feel like. What do you want? Huh? You have something to say about these dead bodies? No, you don't. No, you don't. Nobody does. No one has anything to say about these corpses, because no one's ever seen them. I'll just make sure there's nobody around. When I take the bodies somewhere they'll never be seen again. So look at that. The law only applies to the poor. If you have enough money, you can just pay it off. And then, if you're a good enough thief, you can just steal it back. I hope she doesn't see this. Nice. And now it's like I never committed a crime in the first place. Not entirely true, actually. Because I still committed the crime. I was still convicted of it, essentially. And I paid the fine. So now everyone's going to think I'm a scoundrel. I just happened to pay off the men, so I don't face consequences for it. But that's going to lower my reputation, almost certainly. Which bloody sucks. But it is what it is. But I will steal all my stuff back. The men-at-arms hate me, but everyone else doesn't care. Good. That's all I need. Oh. The cutscene. It just triggers a cutscene. Interesting. I've just been standing here for hours waiting.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Dude. You're a knight. Just step over the wall.
Curwell, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Oh, I don't have a weapon equipped. Because I wasn't expecting this is bullshit.
Come on, then.
Moses and Jacob. Well, I can't get out, so I guess I just die, huh?
Bleeding.
That was kind of stupid.
You know, we've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth. You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not. So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Well, unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest ahnung who that is.
Why'd you let me go, though? There's just a cat chilling in the background. Man, this is annoying.
Jakob. Wait. I've changed my mind.
What, does he know the guy that made the sword? My father?
He's coming with us.
But still, like, I came here dressed in my nice outfit so that I could, like, make a good impression. But that's just not an option, because I don't have a weapon equipped on my, like, gentleman outfit.
Who is that somewhere?
So I just automatically lose, because you can't equip a weapon when you're in combat, and I can't run away to get out of combat to equip a weapon. It's stupid, now I'm just stuck here.
Who have you brought now, Sam?
I wish I could have killed those
Not
people,
entirely sure.
but it probably would have
But he says he
cutscened me
knows
into
you,
this anyway.
And absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories.
Is this Liechtenstein? Who is this?
You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
What a pain.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Disastrally.
As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
We did in the end. It was touch and go, elaborate.
We did.
Concisely.
And?
Who cares?
What was von Berkhoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
Not
No
one.
chance. On the contrary, von Bergov and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came here with a man called Zizka.
Zizka? Jan Zizka of Trotsnov?
You know him? Yes.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Talmberg. What was he doing there?
It turned out he was spying for von Bergov. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe
God.
we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive.
Well, not
Not
anymore.
any longer.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
To our enemy's death.
God, we're just pounding wine.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again. with von Berghoff and Markwart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
They blew up the tower, took us
We
prisoner.
didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must
We were
say.
just supposed to deliver a message.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself.
Woof.
And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
He's a coward. I see his point. I don't want to insult him, but I also don't want to agree with
I
him.
see his point.
Like, what a... This is
He has
so
plans.
dumb.
He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
That's all. Don't mention the betrayal. It's about your safety. Own up.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
True.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
I'm
That's
marching
exactly why I
there,
came
and I'm
to
going to
see
kill
you.
every single person
Oh.
by myself.
How's that?
Because you know, because you might know.
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
so?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Nice. He's in the fortress. We don't stand a chance. Let's go and free him then.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov.
I don't need to assault it. I just need to walk in, grab Capon, and walk out.
We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
That's the plotting I like to get up to.
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right.
All right.
I'll give it a
I'll
go.
see it.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Where are we, in fact? I'll go and see Rutard.
All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Ah. Yes. That's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where did you get it?
Father Martin gave it to me. My father Radzik gave it to me. That needn't interest you.
My father gave it to me. He was a blacksmith and a swordsmith. In Skalitz. It's the last sword he ever forged.
Ah. I'm sorry. In any case, here it is. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.
Weird that they didn't do any kind of animation for that, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not allowed to kill them. Even though they deserve it for what they did to me.
I'm telling you, Conrad's going to win the tournament.
Oh, we're just back here.
Just look at him. He could cut you in half without even pulling his sword from the scabbard. True. But not even Conrad would dare stand against the devil. What? What are you blabbering about? I heard about this one bloke. A young fella, but they say no one stands a chance against him. Because he's in league with the devil. Blessed Virgin. Who is it? His name is... Bloody hell, what was it? Zdenek? Zebishek? Something starting with a Z. They say he soaks his prick in rooster blood before every fight. That it gives him superhuman strength. We'll see about that.
Fascinating rumor. Well, that was incredibly unfortunate, but what can you do about it? Let's fast travel to Lower Kuttenberg, and let's go visit the royals. Perhaps in the daytime.
What have you found?
Oops, I did it again. Cutscene.
Changed
I'm covered in blood and in a terrible outfit.
I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malashov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Or straight up threatening to kill him. That's insane.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
God. That's so dumb. Well, I guess I just kill all these men, right? Please tell me I can switch to my combat gear. Nope. Not allowed. There we go.
You haven't a chance! You big naughty fucker! You should have fucking stayed out of it.
There we go. Everybody's
Thanks
dead.
for the help, lad. God knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't shown up.
Papa, are you all right?
What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea
That is true.
what this means?
Like, they would have
Was I
arrested
supposed to
him,
let one of
and then he
Sigismund's
just would have been like,
lackeys insult us in
actually,
our own
this
home?
guy's stealing
And
silver
you
from you,
thought
and he
this
arrested
was
me
a better solution?
under false
You know
pretenses.
what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I clear them out? Apology accepted.
Apology accepted.
We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimmel, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, squire to Lord
Oh, we're
Capon
just
of
telling the truth, apparently.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
I helped you in the fight. We're on the same side. It's your duty.
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman...
Well, you don't have to get involved. You just have to tell me a little bit about
We have
Castle.
to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
I'll be allowed.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master.
I mean, you just kind of
appointed
killed
by
all these people
Sigismund
straight up in your
himself.
courtyard.
He's had it
And you
in
plan
for
on
us
paying
ever
off
since
the
he
guard
took
captain.
over the
You don't
office.
seem too concerned about
He's been
that.
pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Should I kill him?
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. We'd just get another Vavak, if not worse. No,
pretty
killing
funny.
won't solve anything.
What if I kill
We have to
Sigismund?
do something else.
That would solve everything.
It's
But I'm not allowed to
obvious
do that,
Vavak
because
is
it's a
getting
video
richer
game.
than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at
Did we
once,
not just kill Vavak? Did
regardless of
Vavak
his
run
noble
away?
blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. All right. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines.
I don't
Tell him
remember.
the
I must
password.
have.
Via Argentum, the path of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Well, I'll take free money, I guess.
Silly doggy.
I already have more money than I'm ever gonna need, but you never know.
We'd better keep an eye on this place.
bed, state my lord. I need to sit down somewhere.
Well, alrighty then. That takes care of that. Ports, the guard, bailiff, blah blah blah. Talk to Krishna Pisek. Why is he here? Who knows? I'll just go find him. Yeah. Interesting.
Hey, who are you? You have no business here.
What?
Mind where you're going. Hey, you! Who are you?
I'd love to talk to you about that. Hello? Game?
Hey, stranger! What are you doing here?
You're a Christian.
Not allowed to talk to him, apparently.
I am?
Now I can.
What
What
do
the
you
hell?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith. My father oversaw real mines. I know about mining from scallops.
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
All right. Why does this one not have an auto follow button? Whatever, man. This is your private place? This is less private than where we just were.
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
So...
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number.
Right.
We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say.
Because he's
There's
just
no
going
reason to hide
count
anything.
the number
Nevertheless,
that's there and write it
the
down.
miners are a
whereas
strange bunch. They
the
might not be
miners will
very
tell me how much
forthcoming
they
at
mined.
first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. Or... But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining. Or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Inquisitive scholar, I'll be a rich nobleman, I'll be your nephew.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by
Man, this
Samko.
is so in-depth.
You'll have to ask each one of them how many
Good
corves
Lord.
they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
All right. Let's get to it. Those folks are down in the mine. This guy's up here. Or this guy's down in the mine, and the mine just stretches all the way under here. I'm stupid. I thought I'm off to talk to 3 people. Why are there so many markers? Oh, F is just enter the mine. Whatever. I'm guessing I is the letter off duty then.
Look out, the ceilings are low, sir. Wouldn't want you to hit your head.
Thanks. Nice. Kind. Hello, Samko.
Are you Foreman Samko?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Stuart Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but miners' rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
Let's play miners then. You should listen to Christian. Start talking before I get angry. I'll pay you if you talk.
Alright, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
Let's go.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Well, I'll just win instantly, I guess. Tough affair. Not bad. Doesn't win, though.
That's enough. Your turn.
He actually got really close to me. However, I'm just gonna win right here, so who cares?
Fuck that.
Done.
Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
How do you mine ore? What is the work of miner about? How much do you make?
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker'll tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
How do you rest? How do you mine ore? How much do you make?
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
Why do you guys talk so
how
completely
do you
differently
rest?
from every other person in the country?
Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How much do you make doing
This might be a bad
Don't
question.
even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need aught else, feel free to drop by.
Whale tacos. Fun. Oh, I'm not allowed to keep playing dice with the miners. Well, that's disappointing. That would have been fun. Hello. Watch me hit a gas pocket and blow the mine up and kill myself. Whoa. That's cool. This is cool. This is fun. It's just like Minecraft. Hello, miner.
Take care.
I'll just head deeper into the mine. I'll find him eventually. Pardon me. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This place goes deep. Ugh. Got a good support structure going. Wouldn't want to collapse. Good lord, this is quite the mine. The mine collapsed? People die?
Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry.
Yeah, this is a crazy
So
deep
Christian
mine.
sent me. I'm a student at
I mean, it
the
makes
university
sense.
in Prague.
This is how mine
and
should
I'm writing
be.
a thesis on the life and lot of miners. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the Feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young Jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. I'm sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood.
Oh, that's
I
really
raised him
sad.
from a nipper since my sister died.
But here
He
I
kept
am, just
begging me
to
to take him on
question
a
you.
shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now,
God, your
I
accent.
can't forgive myself.
It wasn't your fault. There's no pain in heaven.
Come on. It wasn't your fault. Accidents
Do
happen.
not say it's God's will. Good
God's will.
lord.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
I'll pray with you. I won't pray.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
Let me just say
You're a
it's
canny
God's will, and then
Repeat
I'm not
after
going
me.
to pray with you.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and
iron,
merciful God,
Oh,
our
all
Father,
God.
metals and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me brother
silver,
who has died
bronze,
in mine.
copper,
And may
tin,
the holy angels save
iron,
his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother,
Lord,
who has
our
died in this
Saviour and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
And may your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
to
soul
Mary,
to eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord, our
Amen.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid
Amen.
of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
God, the accent.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye, but every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life like.
That's crazy. A miner once or twice a month. It's still kind of like that, even today. It's not quite as bad, but it's still pretty bad.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore.
I mean, for like
Then
proper
the place
miners,
gets
not
scored
just
and set
like
up leads.
drills.
We set up
automation.
timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
That was a bad day's work, and it was 30, whereas the other guy did 36 and said it was a good day. Good lord. There's some discrepancy going on here. I just gotta find my way back out. Find the other guy. Or he's even deeper in the mine. Probably even deeper in the mine, actually. Oh, that's not a path. Nice, there we go. This is a right brilliant maze.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague. Henry, I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yakkers, but you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
Yo, what?
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stide.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakker graft, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
Good lord.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
God, I hate
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at Bank make a howfin' pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosch and a cough. That's
Why
no
are
way
you
to
all
make a
doing
living,
this?
man.
Just quit. Go on strike. Go die, I guess. 'Cause, I mean, the knights will probably like force you into
I
it.
wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you hulk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
I need it for my treatise. I don't want it for free. Spill it or I'll kick your ass.
I really need to know it for my work. My treatise won't be complete without it. Est rerum omnium magister usus. Experience is the best teacher. And you have that experience.
Aye, well, a clever head but a gawk-handed, eh? Alright, I'll tell ya. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36
Yeah, so
cords.
36 is a good number, but 30 is
thank ye.
not.
Now leave us to humor.
A number of
We've got
a
lot
difference of
graft ahead of us.
6. I guess when you're getting 30 to 36 in a whole day, 6 is kind of a big difference. Never mind, that's actually fair, I suppose. 6 is a pretty big difference. This is not the correct direction. I didn't realize that I walked past him on my way in. But oh well. Mission accomplished. Zoomy zoomy. Sup, Christian? I found out the numbers.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book.
It was 102.
How many do you think it
You're
says
lying.
there?
More, less, same amount.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
So I accuse them about Vavak. What are we gonna do?
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Bro's not gonna be happy about that. Oh, Herman's up here?
I'm sorry.
This is a vaultable window. Hello, Herman.
Riesenseite Herr. What do you need?
We need to talk.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important.
Why
Some Christian
introduce
sent me.
yourself then?
We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
You're reporting false numbers and someone else is lying. You'll swing for this.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 cores.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more.
I seriously doubt that.
Don't be afraid to tell the truth, talk or else your story doesn't add up. I mean, it is true. The miners could just lie. This is not the
You don't
most
have to be
solid
afraid
of
to tell the
investigation.
truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Yeah, they definitely are in on it, because, again, they would notice. How long has this been going on? Acted as nothing's happened.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Good, because if you aren't, you'll be as silent as the grave. Have a good day. Foreman Fett. A word.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the
That is
outhouse
not a
in the yard
delicate matter
again.
to be discussed,
I'm afraid
but
it's
oh
a little
well.
worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
It's your fraud.
And your fraud.
What did you just say?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on
Reputation
the feast of
lost,
St. Petronilla,
bruh.
but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in
If I
denying it.
put this sword
Herman
through your
told me
throat
everything.
right here and now,
What is
Vavek
next?
can't protect you. You're just small fry, you won't be punished.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella? How long has this been going on? Who gives you money? Svavak behind this?
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Yeah.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was reet terrifying.
I'll kill him, I suppose.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Interesting.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Again, you will be silent as the grave if I find out you told somebody. What's up, homie?
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around, and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property.
I'll just kill him.
But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen,
look what I'm
don't
currently
carry a weapon.
wearing.
Buresh has a morbid fear of someone
I
threatening
guess I'm
him.
wearing a weapon.
That's why
but
he has a
still.
bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be
Easy.
charismatic. As charismatic as you can manage.
I am stupidly charismatic.
What should I know about this Buresh?
Look at these glasses. I'm the
He's
pinnacle
the
of
slyest fox
charisma.
of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
Alright then. Do I need
What
to know
else should
anything
I know
about
about the
smelting
smelting
works?
works before
I
I
definitely
go?
should know
In the
some.
smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen, and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
Alright, I got it.
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronilla. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Honestly, as, like, down-to-earth as this is, and, like, I don't know, mundane would probably be the best word for it. As simplistic as this is, it's actually really fun. I actually find this kind of interesting. Like, snooping out fraud. Kind of fun. So, I'm gonna stop this here, and next time we'll go to the silver smelter and question pen.
What did I do to you?
And we'll do whatever we feel like. And keep moving forward. With the main quest until it is done. Because there are a lot of side quests to do, and I'm sure some of them are fun. But boy howdy, this is a long game. Doing side quests doesn't give me anything. I already have infinite money. There's no consequences for committing crimes, as I showed previously. All of my skills are nearly maxed. Like, there's not really anything to be done. So, yeah. Till next time. Bye!